like to show you how to complete our online athlete registration and medical form. Please note you do need a valid email address to complete this process. First, you will log on to our website, which is www.somi.org. You will want to click on the Get Involved tab and choose Become an Athlete. When the Become an Athlete page opens, you will want to scroll down to these tabs. If you are a new athlete to Special Olympics Michigan, you will want to complete Step 1. This will help us put you in contact with your local area for more information about our many programs. In the meantime, or if you are already a current athlete with Special Olympics Michigan, you can click on Step 2. Once you click on Step 2, you will now click on the red Athlete Registration and Medical Forms box. It will open up to the next page. First, you will select your region by choosing the United States. It is very important that you read these instructions and next steps. Before you begin, once again, you must have a valid email to complete this process. It is required that all athletes new to the Special Olympics complete the Special Olympics medical form prior to participation. This registration packet is divided into 4 sections: a page for general demographic and contact information, the health history, which asks for information about the athlete's medical history, the sports physical exam to be completed by a licensed medical professional, and the athlete participation release forms for signature. Once you complete the health history section, the system will automatically generate a PDF with all of that information included in the Special Olympics registration and medicals forms. And it will also ask you to sign the 2 Special Olympics release forms for participation. These should be signed by someone who is legally permitted to sign on behalf of the athlete. The next steps are, once the forms have been completed, the system is going to email you a copy of the registration forms, including the sports physical exam form. It's a PDF that can be printed out and taken to your physician to have the exam done, or could be brought to a MedFest event. The exam form does need to be completed and signed by a doctor or other licensed healthcare personnel, such as your physician, a registered nurse practitioner, or a physician's assistant. Once the exam is done, all of the pages and forms should be submitted to your local Special Olympics program. And I'll tell you more about that at the end. Let's go ahead and get started. You can now click the red start button. On this form, you must answer or fill in every spot that has an asterisk or this little star next to it. To be able to move on to the next page, that's required. Also, if you have any questions or want to know what something means, you can click on these little red eyes for more information. Let's go ahead and get started. Athlete registration. You will choose your state from the drop-down menu. Make sure you choose Michigan. Next, you will pick your local area or delegation. From the drop-down, if you are unsure, it is okay to choose Do Not Know. If you compete as an athlete through Unified Champion Schools, make sure you pick that as your option. Now choose whether you are a new athlete or re-registering to update your information for us. We're going to move on to the athlete information section. If you have a preferred nickname, you can give it to us here. Fill in your date of birth, your address, and the best phone number for us to reach you at. Here's where you're going to want to type in that email address. This is where those copies of the forms are going to go to. Gender, race, language spoken, and if the athlete has an employer, you can choose to tell us that here. This question, does the athlete have the capacity to consent to medical treatment on his or her own behalf? You will want to choose no here if the athlete is a minor or is not their own guardian and able to sign in consent on their own behalf. The parent and guardian section. If parent or guardian has the same contact information as the athlete, meaning you live at the same address, you can click yes, and it will auto-populate that information right into this section. If the answer is no, if the parent or guardian lives at a different address, you can go ahead and click no and type that in here for us at that point. Click continue. Emergency and medical contacts. Is the emergency contact the same person as the parent or guardian? If yes, you can choose yes. If no, or you would like to give us a secondary emergency contact, you can go ahead and share that with us now. Please fill out your physician's information to the best of your ability. And if you have your insurance company, policy number, or group number, that would be great. This is the sport interest portion. You can select any sport or sports that the athlete plays or wishes to play from the drop-down menu. And you can add as many sports as you would like. If you don't see a sport that you wish to participate in, you can list that for us here. Has a doctor ever limited the athlete's participation in sports? Click continue. Current health status. Does the athlete have any of these syndromes? Allergies and dietary restrictions. This is important information for you to share with us. If there are no known allergies, you can choose that. If the athlete has any allergies, it's very important for you to tell us what they are. My athlete is allergic to bees. Assisted devices. Does the athlete use any of these? Surgeries, infections, or vaccines. Please complete this with any information that we might need to know. Has the athlete had a tetanus vaccine in the past 7 years? If you are unsure, go ahead and check no. Epilepsy and or seizure history. Has the athlete ever been diagnosed or experienced a seizure? Mental health section. Please complete to the best of your ability. Family health history. If you are aware of any of these issues with family members, please let us know. The past diagnosis section. Please take your time answering this section. You must click yes or no on each one of these. And remember, if you need more of an explanation, you can click on the little red eyes for more details. If there are any other ongoing or past medical conditions, you'll want to share that with us here. Neurological symptoms. Has the athlete ever been diagnosed or experienced any of the following conditions? Current medications. This section is very important. You'll want to list any medications, vitamins, or dietary supplements below. You want to share with us the dosage and how many times per day the athlete takes them. You can add as many as you need. Is the athlete able to administer his or her own medications? You're going to go ahead and complete, submit and sign. You're going to complete this not with the athlete's name unless the athlete is the person that has completed this form and will be signing the release forms. Otherwise, it should be a parent or guardian that is signing on behalf of the athlete. And again, this is the email address of the person that is going to want to receive the email copy of those forms. Confirm the email address. And you must check this box yes to consent to receiving the personal information that is going to be sent to you at this email address listed above. Click submit. You will now be redirected to DocuSign. You're going to be asked to review and sign these documents electronically. You must check the little box to agree to use an electronic signature. Click continue. Here you will be able to scroll through the forms and see everything that you filled out is auto-populated. And if at any point you notice that you forgot something or you want to add something, you can do that here. You can click start. and then you can click Next. And it will take you to those next pages. You can keep clicking Next, or you can scroll. You're going to then come to the athlete registration form, and this is where you will need your section to be signed. The first signature is the athlete likeness release. The little yellow box, when you click on it, it's going to ask you to adopt your signature. If you are okay with that signature, you can go ahead and click Adopt and Sign. It will automatically go to the next form for you. This is your athlete release form. It is giving you the ability to participate and also a likeness release, emergency care, to give us that personal information. Once again, you find the little yellow box, and all you have to do is click on it, and it automatically fills that in for you. Once you've completed all of those boxes, you can click Finish. It's going to tell you, wait, you're almost done, but not quite yet. It's just reminding you that you're going to receive that email, and you must now print the medical form and have your physical exam conducted at your doctor's office. Let me show you what that looks like. I've already received the form or the email to the email address that I shared on the form. When I open that, this is what it looks like. And it tells you what you're going to do next. It reminds you of those steps. And I can click here to view those forms. Shows me the same information that I just saw on the DocuSign page. At this point, you can either print so that you have the copy of the medical page right here. It's this form, the medical form, physical exam. You're going to want to take this to your doctor, and your doctor is going to need to sign and date this for you. You can also click here and download a copy of this form to your computer. The final step is to get the form to us to complete your registration. Once you have your forms completely filled out, your registration packet, and your physical completed by a doctor, you're going to want to go ahead and send your completed forms to us. And if you know what area you're with, you can follow this and it will tell you what region and which email address to send it to. Please feel free to contact us at any point for questions or assistance in filling out your forms. We'd be happy to help.